Hey everybody, happy Saturday. Welcome to the first ever video on this new channel. Pretty crazy, but yeah, welcome. I'm glad you can join me on this fine Saturday, or whatever other day that it is that you're watching this. Today I wanted to talk about this Lord of the Rings Flipbook event sort of thing that I joined, run by Animating, a YouTuber who does a lot of flipbook and other animation content. And yeah, I just want to talk about my process with it and what I got up to, because it was quite a lot of fun and I just wanted to share it. So let's get into it. So Animation, as I said, is a YouTuber who released this video and basically said, any artists out there that want to join me in rotoscoping every single page of the Fellowship of the Rings, Lord of the Rings movie, on like flipbook paper. And he said, anyone sign up now and we're going to do this, and it's going to be like over 120,000 pages and it's going to be awesome. And I was like, I want to be a part of this. I will be so regretful later if I don't join this now. So like the day it came out, I think I signed up and I was like, oh my god, already half the clips are taken. I got to find something. So I found this clip and I'll play it right now. And it is this sort of a clip of Frodo and the other hobbits walking up. And I chose it basically because of the architecture of the ruins and the archways. I thought they looked really good on pen and ink. And so yeah, I chose it. And then the next thing to do was order the animation specific flipbook paper, because he needed everybody to use the exact same paper so that it'd be easy to scan in and it'd all be consistent. So I had to order that from America and wait for that to arrive. I also bought a light pad. I wanted a really satisfying clip of me removing the plastic. It was not satisfying at all. It was really disappointing actually. But and then, so I had everything set up and I was ready to go, but I needed to first print out at 100% scale the actual frames so I could trace them. And then I thought, before I just do the first frame, I should probably look at what style I want to draw it in. Spoiler alert, this is what I went with, but I'll show you some previous tests that I did. So the first one I did with this green pen that I have, and I thought, oh, it might be fun to do a different color. I also did this Copic marker test with 0 outlines, and then I did a pure black and white outlines with a bit of cross hatching, or just I guess hatching, not cross hatching, which I quite liked. And so I combined them into this sort of style test page, which had the cross hatching and then the coloring of the Copic markers. And so I was like, this feels good to me. This feels like what I want to do. So after I'd done that, I thought I might as well do the line art first. And then once I've done the line art, if I don't get time to color, I'll at least have a line art version of my 80 pages. There were 84 pages in my clip. The first 20 pages were the first shot, the second 20 pages were the second shot, and the last 40 pages were the final shot. And the final shot holds on the same wide angle shot of this ruins for a very long time, meaning I basically had to redraw the entire ruins for 40 frames, which I wasn't looking forward to as much, but I was very excited about the first 2 shots because there's a lot of camera movement and there's dynamic sort of running and stuff, and it looked like a lot of motion, so I was really excited about that. So it took me a while. I did it over multiple days in little chunks, not all at the same time, and I got the first shot done and I was pretty happy with it, and I was really excited. It was really exciting to see the motion of the film on paper. Like I could flip it in my hands and I could just sort of almost watch it, even though it's like a split second. And then I did the second shot, and then a month passed and I did nothing on it and nothing. And then one day I was like, oh, I gotta do this. Like the deadline's coming up. And so I started on the final shot. And like the others, I did some style frames, and I started looking at the idea of sort of going with this, where it's a lot of just this thick black marker and then a little bit of my ballpoint pen that I use for everything else. Because I thought, oh, I'm gonna draw this 40 times. I wanna make it like not too complex so that I can do it a lot. I don't have a version that's not colored in, but I went with this, and you can see there's a little bit more line art in there with the ballpoint pen and a lot less black, because I feel like I'd kind of just made a black blob with this one. So this is sort of what I went with in the end, and it wasn't that much harder to do 40 times, at least I think. I don't know, I didn't do the black one 40 times, but that was a lot more, I felt a lot better about that as well. Like obviously I can't do this, incredibly detailed painting of it, because it's got to be, it's a frame, and I can't do that detail for 80 different frames. But then I had a completed black and white 84 pages, or however it was, flipbook. And up until this point, it'd been very isolated. I'd been doing this on my own. I hadn't even looked at Animation's channel to see if there are any updates or anything. But then once I'd done that, I was like, okay, I should probably just check I'm doing the right thing. And I went and looked and found that the Discord server with a lot of wonderful artists and a lot of super nice people in there that I joined, and it was nice to actually be able to realize I was on the right track with all of this. And then I was like, you know what, I'm going to color it, I'm going to do it. And coloring took so much less time than the line art, like so much less time. I used Copic markers, a little bit of a paint marker in there, which I really liked. If I had more paint markers, I would have done a little bit more of that, but I'm still happy with the Copic markers. They're very earthy tones. I really like that. And so yeah, then the last thing to do was just sign it. And that was it. I'd done it. I mean, wasn't that easy. It took a long time, but I really enjoyed it, and I'm super excited to see how it fits in with the rest of everybody else's artworks. I'm really excited about that. Even if you haven't entered the event yourself with your own artwork, I would highly recommend going to the Animation Discord and just looking at the gallery, because there's so much incredible stuff. Some people have made some insanely detailed things. I don't know how they managed to have the patience to do all that, because it's incredible. It's really awesome. And it's super exciting that it's all going to come together in this 3-hour-long, just purely traditional art product, and it's really exciting. So yeah, I'm going to mail this off to Animation, and it'll be included with everybody else's, and it's very exciting. So thanks for watching. I know this was a very different video to what I make on the other channel, but I appreciate you coming here and checking it out. That's all from me. I'll see you in the next one.